Hello everyone, welcome to the Branquinho Show.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Our next guest has a special place in my heart. She's a mother of chickens, a farmer of goats, and she even takes care of a few kids. The love of my life, Lindsay Branquinho. Ranch update, what's been going on since I've been gone? Who's been being bad? I already know which one that is.
I think the only one that was really being bad was the goats who ran off today without permission, and luckily they have been relocated.
So just so everybody knows, Jameson is like the chicken whisperer. He could have them crawling all over him.
Yeah, the ladies love Jameson. The egg-laying ladies do, so he's got quite a way with them.
You got some game. So how is it? Because I know, but these wonderful viewers don't know, how is life with me being gone, you and the kids, trying to run a business, keep a house clean, taking care of goats and dogs and chickens. I think the chicken just pooped on him.
Yes.
Grab the chickens.
Being startled as he was, he flung it everywhere, and this is the kitchen, by the way. I mean, things are great. You par for the course.
The chicken shits and everybody leaves.
Shit happens,
Shit
right?
happens. So through some technical difficulties, we had to swap positions to in front of the fireplace.
It's so cozy.
Well, let's talk about your shirt line. You launched it a while back and you had a relaunch. Let's have a look at that shirt. What's it say? Fortune favors the brave. And that is your line that you launched in starting with a sweatshirt, correct?
Yes, that's right. So actually, I made these little enamel pins because Fortune favors the brave had kind of become like my personal motto. And it was kind of the thing that I told myself all the time, like when I was struggling with everything and anything.
Family.
No, just you. So we made these pins, and I initially made them for the shop, which is named Favor because my maiden name was Favor. It all ties back together. And I made them as like this free giveaway. I made these little enamel pins that we were just gonna do as like a gift with purchase for another event that we were doing at the shop. And then I had so many extras, I thought, well, maybe I'll sell these and see if anybody buys some. And so we opened them up for sale, and we sold just like hundreds of them. It became this huge thing, and I was really moved by how many people the message touched in the same way that it did me, and so many people really embraced it. And so it's kind of taken on a life of its own since then. So we launched sweatshirts first earlier in this year, and then we did t-shirts, which we have now relaunched for a second time because they sold out. And Luke Branquinho Show exclusive here, we're gonna launch some new colors for the holidays in our enamel pins. That's what's next. And then hopefully, I've got some big plans for 2023 with the shop and with the shirts, and hopefully being able to kind of continue that on and grow it even more.
I mean, everybody loves you and loves the pins and the shirts and the sweatshirts, not only as your husband, but as a fan of Lindsay Branquinho. I think you're doing an amazing job.
Thanks. I just feel really lucky that it's something that started out just having kind of personal meaning, and that it has really grown. And I get all kinds of stories and feedback from people, you know, what they means to them, and the ways that, you know, they use it to get through hard times in their life, or they're struggling with something, or just wanting to be, you know, a little bit braver, which I think was something that we all kind of face at times. And hearing those stories has been the real takeaway for me, is just how special and important that is.
Well, speaking of fortune favors the brave, Thanksgiving's coming up, which means lots of people, lots of mess. I mean, I think we're having Thanksgiving at our house. Is that correct?
I hear we're having Thanksgiving at our house, so you're invited too. I hope you can be there.
I'll see. I'll have to check my schedule. I may be busy doing Luke Branquinho Show stuff, but if not, it should be fun. We actually have an oven that we could fit a whole grown-up sized turkey in now. Obviously, the house we were in, this one is quadruple the size, I believe you said, and it makes it nice that the boys have their own rooms.
Yeah, it really does. So we are in so much more space now. The boys have just like thousands of square feet in which to get dirty and destroy things, which has been a ton of fun. My full-time job now is cleaning, so that's pretty great. That's a new chapter of my life. But it's pretty awesome. It's nice to have a home that feels big enough for our family, because the boys are growing in leaps and bounds every single day. So when Cade started school in August, I think I still had him by like, what, an inch and a half probably?
Maybe,
I was
yeah.
taller than him by. Well, it's just like he woke up one day and now is definitely taller than I am. So it's nice to have a home that our family can grow into, the boys can grow into, and It's been pretty awesome. We have all kinds of room for stuff, and like you said, we're operating. When do you think that stove was made in the old house that we used to cook on?
Oh, it was probably the first electric stove ever designed. I mean, it had to be a 40s model, maybe a 50s.
Yeah, and so we literally could not fit a turkey in there last year when we tried to fit one in. So now we have this great big oven. We could probably fit 2 turkeys in that oven, which we're gonna have to because you have a very, very large family.
Yeah, the family's pretty big. But going back to Cade, I remember when we first got there and he was shoot dogging with Justin Schaefer, we didn't have boots that fit him, so he'd wear yours. Now your boots don't even fit him.
No, your timeline's a little off. He was wearing my boots last year before we left California. So, and I don't have a small little dainty lady's feet.
Oh, she got Bigfoot. I mean, they're beautiful toes.
They're large. My dad was 6'9", and so he was a very big man. And unfortunately, the only thing I got from him was his giant feet. So anyways, Cade was wearing my boots at probably 11 or 12. He started wearing my boots, and now he is wearing your boots, Luke.
They're a little big, but yes, he could flop around in them just fine. In fact, he had to wear them to shoot dog in one day because he forgot his or didn't have the right size, but I can't remember. But yes, he is growing quick and in a hurry, and Jameson's right behind him. And then Bear, I think, is ready to move out here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he could probably run this household better than you or I could.
And now we have a trip coming up. We're heading to the UK. There's so many fun things to do. Driving on the wrong side of the road, seeing the London Bridge, Big Ben, and Bangers and Mash.
Yes, and like I keep telling you, I don't think that bangers and mash means what you think it means. So
It's
just don't be
sausage
disappointed
and
when we get there.
potatoes.
I can't wait to do all of the things with you. I have been waiting approximately 18 years because we are going on this trip for our 18th anniversary. So just a little reminder for you that that's coming up. This is only our 3rd trip together that has not revolved around rodeo or had anything to do with steer wrestling. So I've waited for this trip a long time.
Well, I'm excited too, and I know you have an itinerary of fun planned for us. How are the goats getting along? I know we lost the sheep. Maybe they'll come back. And the chickens, obviously, you're caring for them.
Karen, Shirley, and Samantha, the sheep, they are still gone, nowhere to be found. The goats are getting a little bit too brave. Yesterday, the neighbor had to bring them back. So the goats are Larry, Gary, Harry, and Kevin. They left yesterday, neighbor brought them back. I assume they were only going for a play date. And then today, I went to put the dogs up so that I could get the boys from school, and they were gone again. I think that was my fault. I don't think I chained the gate close enough, but we've got enough kids that I'll probably just blame it on one of them.
That's what I do.
And then luckily when I got back from taking the boys to school, it's about an hour, maybe hour and a half round trip because we're a ways from town, they came home.
Since we're going to be live with the Luke Branquinho show in Las Vegas, you will be co-hosting it with me. I appreciate you joining the show, and I look forward to conversing with you when I get back home. But not, on more of an intimate level.
I can't wait for that.
Okay, love you.
Okay, love you.
No, that was fake.
I'm sorry. I'll try again later.